today we're going to be installing curved post capitals and also rounding off the side of our square post so it all sits in nicely. First thing we're going to do is just sit our post capital centered on our post like so. And we're just going to use our pencil, a sharp pencil, and trace around where it sits on the top of the post. After that, we're going to hold our post capital on all four sides of our post. And we're just going to mark the curve like so. And this marks out a perfect area that we're going to sand off to put the curve into our post. The reason I use the fence capital to mark this line here is so that all of our curves and round edges are all symmetrical and the same dimensions as the post capital. So right now I'm using that 80 grit abrasive disc, and I'm just going to go and smooth around the corners and just follow those lines and not go past those lines on the top and on the sides that we've just drawn. As we can see here, it's got some rough edges and we're going to need to tidy it up a little bit. So we're just going to get an orbital sander. I'm going to start with a 60 grit sanding pad, go through, smooth it up, and then I've got a 180 grit to make it nice and smooth once we're finished. While doing this as well, I want to look at it with my eye and try to do any imperfections and make it all look symmetrical. And also with the sanding pad, I want to go past the pencil marks and I want to try to blend everything in. And now I'm just chucking on the 180 grit and we're going to make it all look nice and smooth. And now if we chuck our post capital on the top, it looks perfect. It's all blended right into the capital. All we have to do is add our double-ended dowel into it. Alright, so I've got my double-ended bolt, which is going in my post to hold my post capital. I also want to get a drill bit which is slightly smaller than what the bolt is, and we're going to drill a hole about 60 mil down in the center of this post. At this stage too, we just want to seal our post up with some end cut reseal product. Lucky enough, these post capitals we already have a hole drilled right in the center of them. And what I can do is get my double-ended bolt, I can sit it inside my drill and tighten it up. And I can drill that straight into the post capital, just making sure it's going in dead straight. So make sure you got a good grip on that, because that could easily spin around and cause some injury. Now we're just going to take this out. And before we put that in, I just want to put some liquid nails to join them together, and that way no one's going to walk past and just unscrew your post capital. Now what we're going to do is just sit that in our hole and manually just twist this post capital until it is in. Twist it so it's nice and tight. You're going to probably have some glue seeping out from the sides. And now when that glue dries, you're not going to be able to pull that off. Just want to get yourself a cloth and go through and wipe off any of that excess glue. And that's how you install a rounded post capital on top of a squared post.